My name is Ashley Procter, and I will be graduating from Year Up in a few short hours. It's truly an honor to be speaking here tonight because it is you who are given underprivileged young men and women the opportunity for growth and success. I just moved to Boston about a year ago for this program. I'm originally from Missouri, however, I never stayed in a place long enough to really call it home. My mother had severe alcohol and drug abuse, and due to this, we were constantly moving around. When I was 9, an incident occurred, and the police were called, and due to the severity of the situation and the conditions of the household, the officer informed us that a caseworker would be on her way to pick us up. The officer handed us 3 trash bags and told us to gather up our belongings. I was split from my birth siblings and we were placed into different foster homes. I moved in and out of 16 different foster families where I endured the same abusive situations that I did with my birth parents. Foster families never treated me like a member of their family. I was treated like a paycheck, or I was treated like a burden to them. I was born into a broken home, and it was taken away and placed into a broken system. As a teenager, I had no power to make decisions over my own life. I would stay in a courtroom while my court-appointed guardian, a judge, and a caseworker chose my fate. The same people who had to look down at a piece of paper to remember my name. When I reached the age of 18, I saved up enough money to live independently on my own. I was working a full-time job during my senior year of high school. School officials said that I could never do it on my own. However, I exceeded those expectations and I graduated with a 3.8 GPA and honors. After high school, I completed 3 years of college at the University of Missouri in Kansas City. I managed to succeed despite my past broken system. However, I wasn't prepared for the biggest broken system of all, life. At the age of 23, I was doing everything right. I was going to school and working, but I could never get ahead in life. The lack of support with the financial burden of student loans, on top of working 40 hours overnight at a gas station, it took a heavy toll on me, and I gave up. I dropped out of school, and I continued working for $7.50 an hour at a gas station. I was living paycheck to paycheck. At this time, my sister was in the Year Up program here at Boston. She encouraged me to leave Kansas City and come here for this program. I figured this was my last chance to make something of myself. So I saved up the little money that I could, and I drove here to Boston. When applying for the Year Up program, I was worried after hearing about this contract that was here. In the first week classes, I got an infraction for being 1 minute late due to delays on the orange line. And that wouldn't be my last infraction that I earned here. I thought Year Up was being unreasonable. However, those high expectations are one of the reasons that make Year Up so great. Because by setting those high expectations, you're telling us, the students, that you believe in us. In my past, Those systems never took an interest in my potential. My caseworker, foster parents, judges, they never cared if I got A's in school. They just cared about as long as I wasn't pregnant, doing drugs, or dead, I was considered a success story. Those low expectations can be destructive to children and teens, especially from broken homes, because they need and want someone to believe in them. By the middle of classes, I learned by those expectations that I need to take accountability for my action and prepare better. I started leaving my house 20 minutes before I usually left the house. Because in the eyes of the employers, it's better to be 20 minutes early than 1 minute late. On top of those high expectations, staff members were always supportive. Every morning, Year Up staff on my floor would always greet me with, "Good morning, Ashley," and they never had to look down at a piece of paper to do so. However, every Year Up showed me that not every system is broken. And later, they would introduce me to another supportive system. I was lucky enough to get an internship at Harvard University in the Identity and Access Management team. The best part of my internship was my team, who always made me feel like I was part of a community. Everyone was eager to teach me. My manager made sure that I knew everything I needed in order to be successful on my internship. One of the most incredible moments at my internship was joining my team for a 5K race. And since I lost over 60 pounds, I want to celebrate that. All the members on my team finished the 5K race before I did. However, in the last mile, my manager came back for me, where he ran the rest of the way with me. He motivated me to run, to keep on running, and not to give up. I finished that race strong. Even though my time was terrible, my team was nothing but proud of me. It was the most touching moment of my life because it feels so good having people on your side. Year Up and Harvard University gave me more than skills and an internship. Their partnership empowered me to reach my goals and potential. I want to say thanks to my sister Lisa for always being there for me no matter how far apart we were. I want to say thanks to Shamika, Zach, and Kayvon and Marcia for always believing in me. I want to say thanks to Amanda for being a phenomenal mentor and ensuring that I always advocate for myself. Lastly, I want to say thanks to my manager, Joe, and the rest of the Harvard team for always making me feel like I was part of a family. This experience has been a blessing, and I'm prepared to keep running forward. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a lovely night.